Hi guys, Mr. Chu here. Well, in our second video I promised you to make pastries. So today I will show you how I make my pastry and prepare my dough for my pastry. So today we will be making Pinetart and cheese roll. Okay? So first, let me prepare my dough so I can put the dough to sit a little bit. Whilst I'm going to prepare my cheese. My pine already prepared. I already boiled that and make my own fresh pine. So first now I don't have a cake mixer, which I do, but that's not big enough. Now pastry dough, the key, you don't use cake mixer for pastry doughs. It will never come out the way you want it to come out. Pastry dough I learned from my dad, he learned from his dad. We use our fingers. There's a way and an art you pull the dough. Okay, so what we have here, we have 5 pounds of flour, gold medal. This is a bread flour. You could use regular flour, it doesn't matter. But I use this because I bake my own bread sometimes and I have flour here, a lot of this. So I'm going to do 5 pounds of flour. Actually, you want to come on this side? Baking powder, you have 5 pounds of flour. We do 3.5 tablespoons of baking powder. 1, 2, 3.5. I'll put a little bit of salt, not too much. Huh? I have some cold water, not too cold, but some cold water there. Now, we use margarine butter. So we have 5 pounds of flour, 1 pound of margarine. So this 1 quart, 2 quart, 3 quart, 4 quart. This is some Crisco. Now in Guyana, people sell lard. But here, because we don't eat pork, we use vegetable Crisco, right? You want to use 1 quart of Crisco. Now, this is where the most important part comes and the hard part. So this is what we do. You gotta mix this in. Make sure everything is mixed in. See? Everything is an art. Now, in our village from Guyana, we from Berbice. My grandfather from Scotland. I grew up in Cumberland, Kanji. We known in New Amsterdam, we known in Kanji and Skellen, famous for our pastry, Pinetart, black eye, cheese roll, and many other variety of cakes. So everybody know that Chuik bakes good pastries. And for years and years, everyone when I bake pastry at the temple or for friends or for family, they want me to show them the recipe. Because it said, as they put the pastry in their mouth, it will melt. Right? I grew up in the bakery, waking up 2, 3 in the morning with my dad and my mom, and we're gonna bake cake to sell, to deliver to snackets, and to sell in the market. So I know good how to do this. One thing about my mother and father, they teach me to cook, they teach me to bake, they teach me to survive today. See this? Look. You see? This is what you want. This is it. Everything have to mix in. Kids, you see this? So you have to learn, right? Everything is a process. It takes time if you want to eat quality pastries, quality cake. It takes a lot of time. But the most important thing, you put love into it. See that? Now, all the butter and the Crisco and everything mix in here. I'm gonna put the water. Makash, you're gonna pour the water. Okay. So now, put a little more water in the middle. Well, folks, I put a little bit sugar water because flavor the dough a little bit. Okay. Okay. Come again. Well, 4 more. A little more. Hold on. I put this to the side. Now, you have 4 or 5 different ways to make pastry dough. You can make them separate just for cheese roll. You can make it separate just for Pinetart. Today this is a all-in-one dough. We call this all-in-one, right? So you can make, come again. Now, you know when you go to the bakery, especially in America here, the pastry want to choke you, you gotta drink a lot of water. That's because they use machines and dough makers to make the dough. You know, so the dough is only flour. Right? Now remember I said there's many ways you can do this, and I have several different recipes to make pastry dough. Today I give you one recipe. So if you continue to subscribe to our channel, show some love to us, Mr. Chu can give you, you're gonna go and there's a recipe list gonna be there as you subscribe, and you're gonna see more and more recipe to make those dough. So this is one of the dough. I will be right back and we'll continue making our pastry today. We're gonna go mix the cheese. This is cheddar cheese. We're gonna make the filling with the cheese for cheese roll. So here we have 2 pack, which is about 3 pounds of cheddar cheese. We have some butter here. Now the butter is just to help the cheese to spread. A little bit, not too much. Maybe about a little less than a 1/4 pound. I put some scallion inside. Now remember, a lot of people don't do that, but this is homemade, so we put some scallion. We're gonna eat this cheese roll out within the next 2 days. We have some mustard. Nice. Now if you want a little kick in the cheese roll, this is what you do. Some cayenne pepper, just a little bit. What was that? And again, 2 tablespoons of salt. And here we go. We're gonna mix this up. So Akash, just have to mix up properly, yeah? So you take the honor in mixing this up properly. Okay? Now, I boil, grate fresh pine, make my fresh pine jam, boil it, add sugar, pine, and let it boil down to make the jam. I'm going to do a little test taste here, make sure that you get enough sugar flavor and everything. My wife laughing. When you buy pastry in the store, they use the canned pineapple or the canned jam to make Pinetart. If you want the real thing, you gotta grate your pine, add your sugar. You can add whatever flavor you want into the pine, and you can boil it down and make your jam. You see, all natural, sugar and pineapple. That's it. You're gonna get that nice flavor. Now, a few moments ago, when I finished kneading the dough, what I did, I put them into a little dough to roll to make the Pinetart and cheese roll. This is it. And I let it settle. So you see this small dough, I dough them off very small. From the 5 pound of flour, approximately 80 pieces of pastry. So we're gonna try to make 40 pieces of Pinetart and 40 pieces of cheese roll. I let the dough sit. A lot of people say you have to mix your dough and put it in the fridge to cool and bring it out back and hours of process. We never do that. We mix the dough, we let it sit for at least 30 minutes. Then we dough it out and then it sit for the next 25 minutes. We cover them. We set our oven. So we want to bake. We set it at 390 degrees. Start. 2 pounds at a time, 390 degrees. So I'm going to start to roll. I'm going to show you the first process. I will roll it, put the pineapple jam and the cheese, put it in the pan, and then put it in the oven. Okay, I'll get back with you in a few. Okay guys, I'm back with pastry. So a few moments ago I made 2 base. 1 egg base and 1 milk base. So the milk base, that pastry is for vegetarian, no eggs. We're gonna do some with egg base that we're gonna eat today. So I'm gonna roll some of this dough. The first set of dough is for cheese roll, right? So I'm gonna roll some of this dough here. And I'll show you how I do my cheese roll. Want some cheese? You want to taste it? Hmm? Taste it. Tell me how it tastes.
Mmm.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Okay, so this is my process. For me.
This one's milk and that one's
Okay, now I'm going to show you the Pinetart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this portion here. And then when we have 2 pans, I'll show you put in the oven. And when they're all finished, I'll show you the process of the tasting and what it look like. So if you watch, when I roll the dough for the cheese roll, it rolls in the kind of oblong shape, right? And when I roll the dough for the Pinetart, it's round. Baby, you want to taste the pine jam? Hmm? No, they don't want to taste the pine jam because it's too cheese mouth. So watch, I'm going to make it fold. Very simple.
I like those things.
Right? Very simple. I use a fork, press the edge.
Daddy. Daddy.
Pinetart cheese rolls. So when I finish 2 pan, I'll base it, put it in the oven, I'll show you. And then when they all finish, I'll show you the finishing and the tasting process. Okay? Okay guys, I have 2 pan ready to go into the oven. So I'm gonna base, this is the non-vegetarian pan with egg base, okay? Are you hiding?
I have a different thing for the vegetarian.
If you see some of them have their own shape, it's the kids. They're trying to learn to fold and to prepare them to bake. Okay, so the oven is 390 degrees. $390, 25 minutes. We will take it out, okay? And then I will show you. I'll be back with you guys. 20 minutes. It's our first set of pastry. Cheese roll. We have some Pinetart and cheese roll there. Now, remember I told you some non-veggie and veggie. So these are the veggie. So we eat this when we fasting. This base is just coloring and milk. Over here. Okay. Put this in, open your oven. Now, if you don't have enough baking pan, you can use foil pan as well. The cake not gonna damage or burn or right. Now we're gonna let this cool down a little. We'll let this cool, and then we're gonna do some sampling, okay? I'm back. Now, 95% of our pastry are finished. You can take a look. This is the non-veggie. Oh, this is the veggie base. All of this. This is the non-veggie base. I showed it to you early on. This is our sample. Vegetarian base, egg base. Okay, they're running. So, let me show you the first. You got that there, boy? See? This is chewy pastries. You saw it loosen in my mouth. Ready, baby? You good? Kashi? Come on, you guys come around here. Then you go bring Ryan. Anjani.
What?
Anand.
He not get that was
Oh,
the,
no,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Anand,
I'll take it.
Okay, you take this. Alright. So, this is a egg-based cheese roller. Let's look at this. Ooh. Right? Nothing like baking your own pastry at home, you see? Anjani? Ooh. It's falling up, you see? See it falling apart. Now, this is the vegetarian base. Same process. Now we get Anand. Well, Anand here is one of my godson. He's one of my cargo by the temple. So he don't eat meat. He's vegetarian. So this is Anand. Don't go too far. Anand is hot, right? So you gotta be careful with that. So this Anand portion.
She's like, you're feeding me.
Hello, folks. Here, guys. This is my way of baking my pastries. This is one way. We're gonna put the ingredients below. As long as you click on and you subscribe, you can find the recipe. Also, thank you guys for watching our channel. We have more episodes coming up with different variety, different kind of food. The next episode, I want to give you guys, show you some Chinese fried rice, veggie and non-veggie, and some. I will decide by then, but that's my next episode. So thank you all again. Stay safe, and please subscribe, like, view, and I will see you guys in the next episode again. Everyone there in Guyana, I pray for you guys to be safe. I know the flooding. Just keep up all your faith. God will continue blessing you all. Everything will be safe. Okay? Thank you again.